seconds. Pretty bad. Realize I might not be able to finish. Not real happy about that. On day 8, I got a ride back to the trail and restarted at Highway 27 and walked 21.5 miles. I passed the Bill Potter and Big Branch shelters before stopping at the Blue Mountain shelter. Good morning. A couple miles in here after getting some pancakes and sausage at the Bluebell Cafe. Lori picked me up in Mount Ida at the motel, brought me to the Bluebell for breakfast, and then brought me back up to the Highway 27 trailhead. I'm about 2.5 miles in this morning. Nice and brisk. Got the shorts on. Not cold. My hands are a little cold, but I did a little interview with Lori as she's driving me back to the trailhead. She's a real resource to know about if you're planning to hike this trail. Here's that interview. What do you have to tell the hikers who are thinking about hiking the Ouachita Trail?
The one thing I can think of is before you come out here is to call, make sure the weather prepared, talk to somebody about shuttling. We have several people on the Ouachita that shuttle. They know the conditions of the trail. They know what the rain that we've had, just like right now with the creeks being up that we've had up, and that what to do, what to happen. It's good to have that. It's good to have somebody out here that they have contact with.
And you're telling me that the Weather Channel app, the weather's a little bit different than it is on that app. So when you're planning, it's actually like a few degrees colder than it's going to show you in the app. So
it will be. It'll be colder. It'll be colder here in Story, and I'm in the middle of the trail. It's colder here, but then when you get on that mountain, it's even a couple of degrees even colder.
Sure.
So when you're bringing, and as far as your sleeping bag, when it goes down to degrees, how many degrees in that, it's just nice to know sometimes a little bit about it. The hikers that I've had before, they'll call me and ask me what it's like, and things like that, so we can give them a heads up. Also right now in the spring, this is the time that the Forest Service does their burn-offs. So that's also good to know if you know somebody that you can contact and know, hey, am I going to have smoke on the trail today or something like that. And I stay in contact with them so that each hiker that I know, I can let them know, hey, today you're going to have smoke up there on your trail. They're burning. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the shuttle, Lori. And if you are going to hike the trail, Story coming from the Oklahoma side is about 120 miles in. Great place to mail a resupply. Lori can come pick you up at Highway 27. Kind of call her in advance and let her know when you think you're coming through. Great burger in the middle of the hike and wonderful food and good company. So check out Lori if you're planning to hike the trail. I made it to Irons Fork Creek and the water's still quite high here. There's this bridge to cross. This current on this first part here. Pretty strong. I'm guessing the water's pretty deep over here. So I'm going to head out there, test it here. Hopefully this concrete isn't too slippery, but I'm going to put my phone put my Bluetooth speaker here inside of my fanny pack here, just in case I go in the water. I don't want it to wash away. Made it to the Highway 298 in the trailhead. There's right up here. Crossing a bridge to get over a creek or a river right here. Over the last 6 miles, I've developed a pretty bad pain in my left knee. Has me a little concerned. If I'm standing still, it's not too bad, and when I'm walking flat like this, it's not terrible. But when I go down hills, hurts pretty good. So I was hoping to get 25 in today, but that's not gonna happen. See if I can get 20 in, find a good place to camp. Hopefully I can stretch it out. It feels like the inside of my knee, almost like a muscle. It wasn't anything sudden, it just kind of gradually got more sore and more sore. So get to camp and stretch it out, and hopefully it'll feel better tomorrow. It's 3 o'clock. Just stopping for lunch now. Beef sticks, Cool Ranch Doritos. This is the culprit right here. It doesn't hurt while I'm sitting here. I'm at, by the way, just short of mile 140. This is the last water source, for sure water source for about 10 miles. I'm sure some other ones are there given the storm. But, I don't know. There's a shelter 3.5 miles ahead. Not sure if it's smart for me to try making it to that. So, stretching my knee out, you know, right here is kind of where it hurts. It doesn't hurt now, stretching it and sit. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, all right. So anyway, it doesn't hurt when I'm just standing here, but the flexibility is not real good right now. So I'll just start walking. You know, that 3.5 miles would probably take me 2 hours, given my limping, and I don't want to injure something else limping. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, I don't want to get too religious here, but I've been doing a lot of praying about my knee. You know, every night when I go backpacking, my feet are always sore. I'm like, oh man, how am I going to do this again tomorrow? Say a little prayer. Next morning, I'm good to go. So I'm doing a lot of praying right now because other than this, I'm feeling pretty good. I was ready to crush out this final bit. But we'll take it as it goes, man. Maybe I need to cut back mileage. We'll see. Not much to say other than, wow. Made it to the Blue Mountain Shelter. First 2 miles weren't that bad. The last mile, half mile, my legs started to tighten up a little bit, but it went surprisingly well. So I'm gonna set up here. I'm not gonna press my luck here on trying to go any farther. Do some stretches, stretch it out, rest it a little bit, and hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. But I'm gonna see if I can get my hammock set up in here. Hopefully nobody else is coming tonight where I'm hogging all the space, but we'll see what happens. Got my hammock set up here in the shelter. I'm going to show you my sleep setup. So I sleep in the War Bonnet Ridge Runner bridge hammock. If you're unfamiliar with hammocks, a bridge hammock means that it has these spreader bars on the head end here and on the foot end. And that gives you a little bit flatter lay. You can lay better on your side. So you can see it has an integrated bug net on the top here. If I unzip that, you can see in here, I have a 40-degree hammock gear top quilt burrow with 950 powered down. I have a orange pillow here made by my buddy Miyagi that is half down and half inflatable. And these are some down booties that I wear when it is cold enough, which it probably will be tonight. And underneath is another quilt. This is a 20-degree underquilt from Local Libre with 900 down fill. So tonight it's supposed to get down right at about freezing. Hoping I'll stay warm enough with that 40-degree quilt. I have my puffy on here. The only pants that I brought along are these rain pants, and I have some polyester long underwear underneath there. So I've slept in the Black Hills in about that same temperature with this similar setup. So and I was fine. So we'll see how it goes tonight. It's been really warm, maybe in the 40s at night here when I've slept out. So 50s some nights. So we'll see how it goes. I've been stretching out my knee here. Before I talk about my leg though, it's 5:30. I'm hoping nobody else comes tonight because I'm kind of hogging the whole shelter here. Now I can set up my hammock to run this way from the back of the shelter out to the front of the porch here, but it's a bit windy out here, so I don't really want to do that. They do have a tarp that I can put over the door here if it gets really windy to block the wind. But it's 5:30, hoping nobody else comes. I'm gonna start making some dinner. I've been stretching my knee here. It's just really tight. I don't think I've damaged it at all. It's just the muscles there are really sore and tight. So hopefully I can get over that and keep on going. I only have 80 miles left. So I definitely want to finish. On day 9, I hiked 20.8 miles and passed the Ouachita Pinnacle, Big Bear and Moonshine Shelters, Highway 7, and camped near Sugar Creek. Good morning, friends. Off to another good start here today. Slept really good last night. My knee felt good this morning. I can feel it tightening up a little bit. Just walked past the pinnacle of the Ouachita. I'm not sure if that's the highest point on the trail, but walking down a mountain right now. Just got to learn some patience. You have to go a little bit slower. Stretch out that knee every now and then. We'll see how it goes, but it's a little chillier this morning. Had my gloves on for a while, but I've been hiking for an hour and a half, 2 hours, so I'm starting to warm up. Still have my long underwear on here. Probably keep those on for a while. I'm thinking maybe if I keep my leg a little bit warmer, maybe that'll help a little bit. But it's gonna be a great day. I'm hiking in the woods. How can it not be a great day, right? walking along here, and knee pain has come back, and it's pretty bad. I'm stopping about every quarter mile trying to stretch it a little bit. Hoping it just loosens up and I can keep on walking. Struggle is real. I just passed mile 154. Starting to realize I might not be able to finish. Not real happy about that. Keep on rolling. All right. My perspective has changed a little bit. Could hardly walk, going maybe half a mile an hour. Stopped for some lunch. Right here by a creek. I'm hoping maybe stopping for lunch will make my leg feel better. It kind of did yesterday. Stretch it out a little bit, but I'm not optimistic about that. So it's about 4 miles to the next shelter, which sounds like 100 miles right now, and about 6 or 7 miles to the next trailhead. So I don't have any cell service right now, but I'm thinking, if it keeps on hurting like this, I might have to camp out here before I even get to the shelter, and maybe in the morning it'll feel better and I can make my way up to that trailhead. But, my perspective has changed a little bit in that, my goal isn't finishing the trail like I originally planned to do, but to just get to the trailhead. Plugging along. 155. Woo! Maybe a couple hours till I get to 156, so gotta have something to talk about. Beautiful lookout here. Also, I got cell phone service. I tried to call Lori from the Bluebell about a shuttle, but was unable to get a hold of her. Text with my wife, gave her Lori's number, and I'm gonna keep on hiking here, and I can message my wife through my Garmin if I get out of cell phone service, and maybe have her get in contact with Lori. But I'm all right. I mean, I can camp out tonight, wait until tomorrow, but I can walk on flat surfaces, and I can't walk very good on this rough stuff. So can they make the trail just flat and not have any rocks on it? Then I'd be good. No? All right, keep on walking. Believe it or not, I made it to Sugar Creek, which is at mile 164. So I didn't do any updates between when I was struggling there at, I think, 154 and now, because my knee started feeling a little better, so I just kept on going. I was going until I couldn't go anymore because I couldn't believe that my knee was better. I don't know if it was the little break, hydration, answered prayers. I don't know, but it felt pretty good. Like I said, I made it about 10 miles. So on the day, about 21 miles. I don't know. I just didn't want to bring you on this emotional roller coaster of thinking I was dead in the water to feeling good, and if I did an update, who knows? I didn't know how long it was going to last. I could have stopped like as soon as I did the update. So I got all the way to camp here, set up my hammock, Sugar Creek right down here. Gonna have some chili mac for dinner. Kind of a numbers guy. So I'm at 164. Of course, that means I have less than 60 miles to go. I'm really looking at getting to mile marker 193 because the last, 30 miles or so is supposed to be flatter and even, not as hilly. So I don't know if that's true. I can see that it's pretty flat in far out. I don't know how flat, but I walk a little bit better on flat with my knees. So if I can make it tomorrow and a little bit the next day and get that, 30 miles to there, I think I'll be in good shape. But I honestly have no idea. I could wake up tomorrow and not be able to bend my leg. So take it as it comes, but I'm happy that I got that last 10 miles in, and I have a little bit of hope that maybe I'll be able to do this thing after all. So we'll see. Good night, everyone. Do I make it to the end? Tune in next week for the exciting conclusion of my Ouachita Trail through hike.